Hello po, magandang hapon po. Ako po si Bebet.
Si Bebet.
Ako po ang Sheila. Actually, just yesterday, may sinulat po ako na for my testimony, a 2-page testimony po. Pero nakalimutan ko siya sa Durham. So, ito, wala akong hindi ko alam kung nasasabihin ko. But I'm sure there's a reason why. Because right now, I'm thinking of a lot of things. Bago po ako napunta sa fellowship, by the way, ako nga po pala ay almost 5 years pa lang po dito. So, most of my life, I've lived in Philippines po. So, bago po ako pumunta sa fellowship, I've learned how to love first from my mom, my parents, my grandparents, and then I learned how to believe to God through the Roman Catholic Church in Philippines. And then, as I go on, I learned how to grow in faith, and I learned how to grow in love. Di lang po sa Diyos, kundi sa kapwa. Kasi bilang bata po, mas madali po sa akin na pagmahal ng kapwa, syempre. Yung 12 years old self ko thinking na hindi mahirap maniwala sa something na hindi ko nakikita. And something that, the only thing that brought me to, or two things that brought me to church is tradition, yung sa family upbringing, at saka yung music po. So I thank God for music. I thank God that He kept me throughout my life until dumating po ako dito. Tapos dumating po ako dito with a lot of negativities in my life. I'm just 21 years. I'm just 20 years old. I'm turning 21 on 18 this month. So there's just a few things that happened in my life, but it felt like talagang super tagal, sobrang haba. Each challenges po na dumadating, sobrang hirap. Each challenges pull me back outside my faith. It pulls me away from God, and it's easier for me to not believe because of what I see around me. But God didn't let go of me. He kept me. He kept me all throughout. Hindi niya ako pinabayaan. In what way? I'm not sure. Because as at the moment po, like starting in uni, so very diverse na po yung community. Marami na pong mga tao, ang disbelief, ang mga atheist, agnostic, yung mga iba't ibang religion. It kept me wondering about my life, about my faith, thinking, who or what should I choose? Kasi yung faith po, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, yung buhay natin. Is Christ worth living for? Like, yung ginagawa natin to, na sinasabi natin na ganito si God, He's so good, which He is, which is true. Pero, there are also a lot of things, or a lot of reasons why other people don't believe. And I exposed myself to that part of the world. Kasi ako po ay advocate of truth talaga. I want to, if I'm gonna believe in God, I want to believe that it's something that is true, not something that was told to me by someone else. I want it to be true to myself, and I don't want it to be something that I just adapted from the environment. So it was a long journey. Actually, my last challenge, my last victory was just, well, this was my last victory, the worship. Praise God for that. But the most recent one and most serious one was yesterday. Before, because we had our rehearsal here last night. Before that, I was in Durham, and it was a tough time for me. Everything was just going so wrong. Nothing was going right at all. Where I was living, with my family, with a lot of things, finances, a lot of things in academics, and a lot of things in my faith. Nothing was going right at all. So everything was going wrong. And then I turned, and I keep on thinking, I keep on praying, what's happening? And then, feeling ko po walang, like, I was on the verge of being, of disbelieving in God yesterday. That's why I was gonna ask Tita Jay na maybe I shouldn't go here, maybe I shouldn't testify here, maybe I'm not, hindi po ako dapat na mag-testify for God. But then I prayed and I prayed. I didn't give up because I know in my experiences that God is greater than what was happening in my life, and that's what happened. As soon as I got here, everything changed. I was enlightened by a lot of things. Yung journey ko nga po pala nung pag-expose ko sa sarili ko sa truth ay nakikinig po ako ng mga talks, sermons, iba't ibang, what do you call it? Yung iba't iba pong klase ng Christian church. So, ay nakikinig po ako sa mga sermon ng mga Baptist pastors, Roman Catholic, Christians, evangelists, yung mga missionaries, even someone from China, or tapos may mga bago po yung mga is elevation worship, a lot of things, apologists, more importantly. And it's hard for me to actually believe on one idea of a God when yung mga sumusunod sa kanya ay hindi nagkakaisa sa thought or sa idea or sa vision. And then God revealed to me, and there are marami pong verses sa Bible na nagsasabi na hindi mo dapat tinitingnan yung mga tao. Isa lang yung message ni God. There's a reason why God said to the apostles when in Luke when one of the apostles said, tinanong siya kung ano ba yung dapat namin gawin dito bago umalis si Jesus. And then sabi niya yung two greatest commandments, which is to love God above all and love your neighbor. And with loving, there's still something very strange about it. Kasi the way we love, the way we understand love is not the same way God loves us. It's not something that we fully understand, right? Because God's love is sacrifice. God's love is charity. God's love, and everything is just absolute, and whatever is good for you. But our love, it shakes. Our love is weak. Our love is not. Our heart is deceitful, according to the Bible. So what I did was I didn't trust my heart too much. Hindi ako nagpa-capture dun sa moment. This was yesterday. And then I just realized everything that happened in my life, that has happened in my life. And for some reason, God made me feel better. And then He revealed a lot of things to me through His words and through the people around me. I had to talk with my mom last night when we were decorating, and it was refreshing, to be honest. And then share ko lang po ito kasi I believe that hindi lang po ako nag-iisa to the concept of doubt as Christians. And let's face it. Because if we don't face it, if we don't stay true to ourselves, and if we don't stay true to our faith, then that's our fall, actually. And that will be our fall of our faith. That's why a lot of people can't really fully accept God as God because of who He is, according to the Bible. Kasi there's a responsibility. There's a very, very, very heavy responsibility when we say that we follow God. Yeah? Kaya marami pong mga tao na nagsasabi na, I believe in God, but not the God of the Bible. I have my own God. And that's idolatry. We make our own God because we want that God to be, basically, we want to live with that God as conveniently as possible. So we're all about convenience, basically. Convenience, comfortable life, what is good, or what is nice, or happiness, all of those things, we can't really rely to our own judgment. That's why, as Christians, we rely on the Bible and to its message. Kasi we can think a lot of things na magpapalayo sa atin kay God. So, yung mga disbelief, those are things that we do to ourselves. It's not something that God does for us. What He does is He keeps us. And at least for myself, I can say that God is still true to me, and God is, He's good. He is good for me. Yun nga po, pinagpapasalamat ko po yung fellowship tonight. Actually, yung fellowship po ay malaking part ng buhay ko. And I believe that I have contributed a lot of things in the fellowship as well. Being with like yung mga mas nakakatanda sa akin. It's actually weird kasi ako lang yung 20 years old. Nag-start ako ng 18 years old. Ay, ngayon lang siya dumating. Dalawa na kami ngayon 20 years old. Pero it's weird po kasi ang mga pinag-uusapan ay family, work, and everything. Ang mga pang matanda. Pero which is why it was way harder for me to relate, kumbaga. But God didn't let me go. He had a purpose for me. He didn't let my age to block yung gift niya sa akin, yung calling niya sa akin. And I believe that is true. And what I realized, more importantly, is that God is ever loving. When He keeps you, when He called you once, know that kukulitin ka niya. In so many ways. And you can only know this and you can only face this if you stay true to yourself. So, being true to yourself, meaning that huwag kang matakot. Dapat isa lang yung kinakatakutan mo, yun na yan, Diyos. Dahil kung matatakot ka sa mga sinasabi ng tao sa paligid mo, matatakot ka na malalaman nila something na yung may secret ka, or malaman nila na, or natatakot ka na baka ganting mangyari, natatakot ka na baka ganting isipin ng tao sa'yo, then you're not going anywhere else because you're keeping yourself in like a box with no truth at all. So, I believe of walking by faith. I believe in walking in truth with Jesus Christ. Dapat yung confidence natin na kay God, yung confidence natin nasa Kanya kasi He's perfect. At least to our standards, He's perfect. Kasi walang nilalang na katulad niya. Yun lang po. Amen.